Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Chairman Jordan, Ranking Member Nadler, and members of the committee. My name is Connor Ogrijak, and it is an honor to bring my experiences before you today. Although I had hoped...
Speaking up against genocide become anti-Semitism. How is that the same fucking
Meeting will be in order. Again.
Although I had hoped that my arrival to
Here's
higher
a hearing for Palestinian students.
Mr. Ogrijak, we'll keep trying.
Thank you, Chairman Jordan, Ranking Member Nadler, and members of the committee.
Palestinians deserve to speak on the genocide of their families.
All right, sit down. You be
Palestinian students
Final warning.
deserve to
Sit down
speak
and be
on
arrested.
the genocide of their families. Stop silencing Palestinian students. Stop silencing Palestinian students. Stop silencing Palestinian students. They're speaking on the genocide.
These people just being removed or arrested.
Gentleman is recognized.
It is an honor to bring my experiences...
Palestinian students should not be censored. You want to talk about putting money where your mouth is? There are 10,000, over 10,000 Gazans dead and more buried, half of whom are under the age of 18. And you're going to send money and talk about this? Where are the anti-Zionist Jews in this room? Nowhere. So you are not offering a plurality of opinion. You are offering partisanship. And you are offering murder to more Gazans. Free Palestine!
My name is Connor Ogrijak, and it is an honor to bring my experiences before you today. Although I had hoped that my arrival to higher education would mark the arrival to a bastion of free speech, many of my firsthand experiences of freedom of speech violations at the University at Buffalo came during my membership of UB's chapter of Young Americans for Freedom. Two of the most prominent examples of freedom of speech bias that I witnessed at the university each came in the form of speaker events hosted by my chapter. In spring of 2022, as vice chair of my chapter, I had the opportunity to assist with hosting Lieutenant Colonel Alan West at UB, an event which was preceded by delays in the signing of our contract and a forced venue change, which was exposed by a Freedom of Information request. However, the most striking action taken against us followed Lieutenant Colonel West's speech, which had included a discussion of race in America and accounts from his decorated past. When the floor was opened to a question and answer session, student protesters shouted from their seats before the audiovisual employees from UB's Student Association, the student government, cut powers to the event's microphones and speakers, ending the session. Confrontations continued upon the exit from the event, and once outside, as you just saw in the video before the opening statements, chapter members were chased by a 100-person mob across campus.
Okay, so this is interesting. The pro-Palestinian protesters seem to have made their way into Congress. I'm not entirely sure. We've been watching, what's been going on with Israel and Palestine and its entire situation for the past couple of weeks. And I think that it has exposed a lot of different things. First of all, it has exposed the deep strain of anti-Semitism that exists in the left. And I think that a lot of these old school libs, including the old school Jewish liberals, did not realize the extent to which anti-Semitism has taken hold in the far left. And I've said this before, the reason that this has been able to take hold in the far left is because these people have this very simplistic idea that, number one, that in their minds, Jewish people are white, and anything that is white to them is always the oppressor, and anything else is always being oppressed. Okay, this is the very simplistic sort of like pre-kindergarten understanding that they have of the entire universe. So this is why they are so vehemently pro-Palestinian. So look, I can unpack this all day long, but long story short, they come across here as the spoiled little brats that they always are. I feel like, these people just need a new current thing to be on about, and apparently this is it, and it's probably something that they had no clue of the historical context of.